Alright guys, so back here with more problems with the reverse trike. As you see in the last video, it was running on 36 volts, and after that, a couple days later, the piece that holds the wheel on broke. I don't know why it broke. I thought the left side was more sturdy because it had more support, but apparently it didn't. And hopefully you can hear this because I'm using a different mic. Maybe it sounds better, maybe it doesn't. I'm just testing it. Put this in here. As you can see, this part right here is broken. Now, I don't know if I can make another one of these parts because I don't have another piece of wood that's like that. So, oh no, my mic, oh, that's gonna fall often. Put that back. I just have it taped down. How bad it's gonna die on this thing. Move this thing out of the way. Move your big thing. So I just tested the first clip to see how the audio did. Yeah, you guys can hear the horribleness. Nothing else failed. Just this piece, because it's wood. It's not reinforced. Like I was planning to do, but didn't get to it. The screw stayed in pretty well. As you can see, it's not even budging to move. So yeah, that sucks. So I have to make a new piece, engineer it so the shaft right here cannot move, and no camber. Or should I might do this, widen these out more, because it looks a bit small. And I want to get like a bucket seat for this, so you're sitting more down in it and relaxed instead of up straight, looking like you're a massive person on a small thing. You know, like some small go-karts, like go-karts are smaller than this thing. I'm used to sitting them, and it's like, they're huge. Like, they can hold a lot of space, but this thing looks like it can hold a lot of space, but it can't. So, a bucket seat would help with that, because bucket seats are angled upwards, so you sit back in them. That means I can move the seat forward, and have all the electronics back here, and nothing right here. So, widening the wheels maybe, but I have to get new 2x4s, which I don't have any. That sucks. And those are hardwood, so unless I'll make it out of that stuff, which is heavy. No, it's not that thick though. That is the piece that's also back there for the motor. That gives it more ground clearance. It has held up, but I had to put a lot of reinforcing on it. But the front, that piece right there has done perfect, like A-OK perfect. If I just make that piece, but just a bit bigger. And also I'll have to find a new rod and make a new hole, which would suck. Because that really sucked to drill out, because I had no bits that would drill aluminum, so I had to work with the bits I had. And this also broke in my yard, so I had to drag it all the way here, and this thing's heavy. Imagine carrying 3 SLA batteries. Like that. Plus, probably 75 to 80 pounds of weight. Yeah, I had the drag of that. And plus the drag of a motor. Because this thing is not... I tried to go with 2 wheels in the grass. It didn't work very well. The piece got stuck. Yeah. So, that's the one thing I could do is widen the wheels. Bucket seat. Forward more. Then have a lot more room back there for all the stuff. Or I can reinforce this with different type of ingenuity for gas. But it would have to be a 50cc if I want to be street legal. Because 50cc's are 100% legal on pretty much anything. And you can just ride around. Even a 50cc dirt bike is legal. Like, you can drive it around the road and pass a cop. If they stop, you can just say it's 50cc, but you have to have the specs for it, so. But my bike out there is an 80cc. I'm not supposed to be riding that thing, but nobody knows it's an 80cc except me and you guys. So let's get cracking at it. And also I'd have to make those the same width. I'm just really scared of it bending, like flexing. But this has no problem because it's 2x4 and it's hardwood from pallets. Now, I thought this was going to be the weak point, the other weak point, because I had to chip a lot of this stuff off, so it was like nothing between the bolt. And just, this side works perfectly. I hit a giant hole in this thing, and that side hit like the smallest bump, and it just cracked. And you can see right there, it's cracked too. Right there. So you think this is going to be enough? And also I'm going to need bigger washers or sockets. I use sockets for washers, sorry. So. Well, let's get into it. Alright, that's all I can get done. Took quite a while just to get the entire front off. That thing actually held on pretty dang well with 2 screws, mind you. 2 screws holding that one piece on, holding all that weight. Man, it's foggy in here. What is smoke? So this thing might be lighter in the front because the thickness of this is not that thick. It has more of a chance to break. I think it'll be fine. This is literally twice this thickness. I think I can use these for pivot points, you think? Then I have to figure out a new thing for the steering, because I don't know if that'll be the right thing, because I'm remaking the steering, you know? Maybe I'll make the arm under, like, swing under instead of over, I don't know. And also with these things, I could probably change these out to smaller wheels if I needed to. I could just probably take out the entire axle, take out the bearings and everything. Because that's just a standard piece right there. A standard bike-sized. And then, yeah, whatever. So I might be able to get bigger, wheel, whatever. And yeah, it's getting bent again. It's not good. I'll get back to you another time. This is part 1 of remaking the entire steering for this beast. Alright, peace.
Where are you?